So this is my Windows taskbar, and I only have few very important apps pinned in here: the File Explorer, Task Manager, Microsoft Store, and the Chrome. There are 4 Chrome web browsers living in my taskbar. 3 of them are actually just one Chrome with different profiles. One of them is Chrome Beta, which is the default browser. But just recently, I've noticed that my PC is struggling to run them. If I use one of them, there is no issue. But if I want to use another one at the same time, sometimes my PC will completely freeze for 3 to 5 seconds. And it's not like the Chrome window is frozen, it's the entire PC. Let's say I'm playing a game or have some other app opened. I can't use them because the entire PC gets frozen. And I think I know the reason why. If you go and open Chrome and then go to settings and then go to system, here there is a new option called on device AI, and it's a AI feature that runs directly on your device. If you go to the Chrome's installed directory and then go to user data, opt guide on device model, and there is going to be another folder. Here you'll find a bunch of files. One of them will be called weights.bin. So this is a local AI model downloaded by the Chrome, which is almost 4 gigabytes in size. It's a pretty big AI model, especially for my PC. My PC is actually pretty old, but still very good. Like, it has Intel i7 9th gen, 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4, SATA SSD, not the NVMe, and RTX 2070 Super. This is a pretty solid system, even to this day. But if you want to run like AI models locally, yeah, it kind of struggles. This system was never meant to run AI. I've been using multiple Chromes for years now. I never had this kind of issue. Now I can turn this feature off and keep using Chrome as usual, but this is a security feature. Now these days, AI is getting more and more advanced. Everything is becoming more and more vulnerable. Before this, we all thought that Linux is very secure and stable, but because of the AI, people have actually found many vulnerabilities. So something similar can happen with any system, app. So having all the security features enabled is the best thing you can do right now. Some people are using it for good cause, some people are using it for bad cause. You know what I'm trying to say here. Now, since sometimes Chrome gets my PC frozen, I need something else. Okay, and I need a better default browser on my system. And I'm thinking to try out the Zen browser. I have actually tried this web browser before when this first came out. It was in beta, and surprisingly, this thing is still in beta. But almost all the reviews about this web browser are positive. Everybody is loving this web browser. And it's not a Chromium-based web browser. This is a Firefox-based. I do have Firefox installed on my system, but I don't really want to use Firefox. For my default web browser, I want something spicy, something modern. So yeah, let's try out the Zen browser and see if it is worthy to become my default web browser. Let's just click on download and download it. Zen is currently in beta. I don't know when this is gonna become stable. It has the same installer as the Firefox. Very interesting. Launch Zen now. Let's do this. Oh, welcome to calmer internet. Very nice. Your default search engine. I'm gonna be honest and use Google there. Okay. All set. Let's get rolling. Okay, dive in. Okay, this is the homepage, or it actually opened a website of itself. Okay, let's close this out. How do I close this? One thing about this browser is that it has a vertical tabs instead of the horizontal one, which I'm gonna be honest here, I don't like. I just prefer the traditional tabs because I never use too many tabs. Getting used to the new vertical tabs is probably going to take some time, and I will probably just quit and start using the other web browser. So is it possible for me to just make it horizontal? This looks interesting, but I'm not used to it. So I want the horizontal one. Can I close this? Okay, nice. Let's delete this default folder, Zen Basics. So this is the home page. with nothing. This is the cleanest thing that I have seen. Okay, let's open the Zen browser one more time just to see what is the, default homepage. Okay, set as primary browser. To be honest, I will as soon as I test you out and you pass. So this is the default homepage. There is literally nothing. Let's click on new tab. When we do that, it doesn't actually open tab. It lets you search or pick the saved URLs. Okay, let's do a search. The Zen browser does not officially support horizontal tabs, as vertical tabs are core design features of browser. However, you can enable horizontal tabs by configuring advanced browser settings, using specialized CSS modifications, or by organizing your vertical sidebar. It doesn't have a horizontal tabs. Really? Let's go to settings. Let's go to look and feel. Oh, okay. That's like the top bar. Okay. Only the sidebar. Collapsed sidebar. Okay, that's all we can do. No horizontal tabs. Okay, that's not good for me, because I don't want to learn whole new web browsing experience. Okay, there is a repo called Forbidden Horizontal Tabs. Okay. Let's actually install this. Okay, let's save it, and hopefully it works. I'm just crossing my fingers. Okay, let's do Zen browser. Come on. No, it didn't work. The browsing experience so far is actually good while I'm trying to, figure out how to make the horizontal tabs. Yeah, everything is running smoothly. Zero hiccups so far. Okay, I almost forgot about that. So browser itself looks good as Chrome, if not better. But I just need a horizontal tabs. I'm just trying to figure that out. The CSS code itself is kind of broken, and this was last updated 11 months ago. That means it probably doesn't work in the latest version of Zen browser. That means to get the best experience on horizontal tabs in Zen browser, we need a official theme that supports horizontal tabs. Otherwise, if there is a new update for Zen browser, the custom, CSS might not work because of the new changes. I think that's why this thing is not working. Okay, sad. Now, I'm gonna have to go with the alternative. Maybe we go with the Floorp. Okay, I have actually made a video in this once, very long time ago. Let's see if it's still in active maintenance. Oh yeah, this was recently updated. That means it's still active. Okay, let's download this. Oh, it's available for Mac and Linux too. I like it. And it's stable, unlike the Zen browser. Oh, it has its own custom installer. It's different than the Firefox. Okay, I'm liking this. The installation successful. Close installer. Okay, just like that. Here we have the Floorp browser installed. The welcome screen is also very interesting, very different than the Zen browser. It's embedded within the tab. Interesting. Let's go get started, or we can click on the top. Yeah, I knew it. And I feel like this thing is more mature than the Zen browser. Zen browser is very new, and I don't know, for some reason it's still in beta. People are still waiting for the horizontal tabs. It looks good, performs good, but it's like completely different type of browser. Not everybody is gonna like it, but this one out of the box looks traditional. For me, this is better than the Zen browser. Okay, so let's set this as a default web browser right now. Okay, goodbye Chrome as a default web browser. They're gonna still be living in my taskbar, but I'll be using this one most of the time. Less Chroming, I guess. Let's get started with Floorp. Okay, so this is the homepage. Now we have the tabs at the top, just like, oh, what? Every tab has its own wallpaper? Don't tell me. Okay, look at that. Every time I open a new tab, there is a new wallpaper. Very nice. Oh, to the sidebar, we can pin some websites. We can also create different profiles. Can we sign in? Sign in to sync. Oh, we have to sign in with the Firefox. So no need to create another account if you already have Firefox account. We can also customize the new tab. Let's have no background image. Use legacy layout like Firefox Home. No. Okay, this is the cleanest that I can get. And this is good. Now actually let's go to settings to see what's up. Okay, looks like almost same as the Firefox, but there is a Floorp specific settings. So let's open the Floorp hub. So this is where we can actually customize this browser. It has its own dedicated settings page. Tabs and appearance. Oh, okay. So here we can change the style of the tabs. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one, Proton. Here we can select the horizontal, multi-row, vertical. So horizontal is this one, and we have the vertical one. This is same as the Zen browser. So you don't actually need a Zen browser. Drag important tabs here to keep them within reach. Okay, so I do this, Floorp hub. Yeah, nice. They will never go away basically. So we can also collapse them. Very nice. But as you guys know, I don't like the vertical tabs, or let's just say I'm not used to it. So I'm going to keep the horizontal. So we have so many options in here. This is fully customizable. Mouse gesture here. We can enable the mouse gestures. Oh, okay. We can write with the right click. So okay, we go back, we go forward. This is nice. Actually, I'm going to keep it. Go backward and forward. You just do like that. There are many other gestures set up for you for like reload, close tab, new tab, scroll to top, scroll to bottom, scroll up, and you can also add your own gesture in here. There are so many options. You know what? I like this web browser. This has already become the default web browser. Let's pin it to the taskbar, just like that, replacing the Chrome. It's gonna come front of the Chrome. And now let's import the bookmarks from our Chrome, which is Chrome Beta. One thing I'm just a little bit concerned, all the Firefox based web browsers that I have used so far are using more RAM than Chrome for some reason. I don't know how is this possible. You know, Chrome is known for using massive amount of RAM, but now these days, you know, Chrome always uses less RAM than other web browsers. How? Look at this. Chrome has 14 background processes and it's using around 300 megabytes of RAM, where the Firefox, or in my case, the Floorp, has only 9 background processes and it's using almost 700 megabytes. Maybe it's still new. I just installed it. So maybe there are some background activities happening. Once I start using it, you know, on daily basis, it will settle down and will use less RAM, hopefully. And the Chrome is using the efficiency mode. It's a built-in feature in apps and also inside the Windows 11. So I don't see that in Floorp. So maybe Firefox-based browsers doesn't have a efficiency mode. Maybe that's the reason it's using more RAM. You know, to fully understand how browser works and how good it is, I need to use it for real. Only then I'll know what's up. And yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or have any suggestions for me, you can always do the comment and we can have some chit chat in the comment section too. And let me know in the comments, what is your default web browser? We can have some discussion in the comment section too. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye-bye.